What is going on, people? This is Editor D, and I finally had a chance to make another video. I have been slammed out of my fucking testicles at work, and I've also been doing a freelance project at home, so I haven't had any time to do any highs, lows, and chats of Bad Company 2, even though I said I would, so I lied. But I did record some Battlefield 3 beta footage, which you're seeing now, and I'm going to give you my first impression on it. Okay, correction, I actually recorded that video, God, I don't know, almost a week ago, and I got busy again, so I couldn't finish the fucking thing. So this is actually not first impressions, this is, I've been playing it for almost a week impressions. And I'm going to start out by saying this. This might be the most broken fucking beta I've ever played in my life. And I've only played a few, so that's really not such a big thing, but this game is fucking broken right now, and it's a little disappointing. It's actually a lot disappointing. First of all, the menus are, I know it's a beta and they're supposed to be very basic, but when I have 4 people trying to play in a squad and the game never puts us in the same fucking squad, much less maybe not even the same side, sometimes not even the same fucking game, I mean, that's complete shit. So then when me and my friends all give up and basically just play in whatever game we're in or whatever side we're on, then we run into all this crap with holes in the ground, in the maps, graphic breakup everywhere, guys' dead bodies like creepily like floating along the ground or going crazy like they're breakdancing with paraplegic moves. I mean, just weird shit. And I know it's a beta, and that's kind of the point, is to test it out and see where the bugs are and stuff, but this is a lot of bugs. Guys, this is a lot of fucking bugs. So it's a bit worrisome that DICE and EA are going to be able to get their shit together and not sell us a completely broken game on the 25th. I don't know, I do actually have some faith in them, more so than a lot of my other friends that are playing it with me right now. I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt and hope that they're using this time wisely and they've already fixed a lot of this stuff, you know? That being said, there are a lot of things that I really do like about the game and a lot of stuff that I am definitely looking forward to. I know the graphics are not quite as good as I expected, but DICE claims that they had to keep the download size for the Xbox smaller, so they reduced the graphics. So that's something to look forward to on the 25th, is to see how much better the graphics really will be in the full game. But that aside, they really did a good job with lighting. I really think that the lighting is better than any other first-person shooter we've ever seen, obviously because of the new engine. And the sound is incredible. It's really good, especially if you're wearing headphones. It's pretty amazing, very realistic sounding, and quite an experience. The flashlights are very well done. Sometimes I think they're a little overpowered, but they're effective and they work the way that they kind of said they were going to work. They really do cause you some problems. The suppression is very effective and feels correct to me. So overall, the feel of the game is what I like the most. It feels more realistic. It feels like the guns feel heavy. The kick feels correct. The bullets all sound different. Well, fuck, why don't I just show an example then of what I'm talking about. This clip makes me feel like I'm actually in this firefight with the other person, which is what I'm enjoying most about the game. I feel immersed in it, and that is a big thing. I mean, fuck, it's fucking great. It's awesome. It feels like you're getting shot at. I really love the difference between stuff like this close quarters here, where it gets really frantic, but then there's also moments where I Like look at this, just the sound, the look of the muzzle flash. They did such a good job with making it more realistic in a video gamey sort of way. The shit just exploding around the people, the interaction with the environment, and the weight of the handgun, which you'll see here, and the way that the handgun pops off. I mean, I've shot handguns before, and that's what it feels like, you know? You do have to play in a more tactical way. You have to kind of wait and have these sort of gun battles with people, which I really like. But you can do stuff like this where you can actually mow down a couple of people at once, which I felt was really difficult to do in Bad Company 2. It's like if you came into a room with 2 or 3 people, you were gonna fucking die. Like, I mean, yeah, there were times where you could get through everybody, but and kill the whole room. But most of the time, you were gonna get maybe 1 or 2, and the third dude was gonna get you. This feels a bit more like the bullets actually pass through other bodies into the people behind them, and a little more collateral damage involved. It just seems that I enjoy the firefights a bit more. They become a bit more personal, either at close range and especially at distance. It doesn't happen quite so quickly. There's a little bit more outsmarting. This might be a good example. There's actually, I just used full auto there, by the way, and you can select full auto or single shot, which is a fantastic addition. If I can get my ass out this window, apparently, I'll show you what I'm talking about. The fuck out the window. There you go. But you can see off in the distance, before I missed that guy totally in full auto at this distance, I'm using the ACOG scope of 4X. You see the glint there on that sniper rifle, but just a few quick pops and take somebody down from a distance. It's just more rewarding, you know, and it feels, once again, it feels good. You know, I was worried at one point that the running and this hopping over that they show the animation when you hop over something was going to slow it down or make it feel sluggish, but it really doesn't. It's very smooth. If you hit the button right, it happens kind of in a fluid way. So continuing on with that whole the game feels more tactical thing, I like that you can get down and go in prone. I think they did prone correctly. It's not super fast. There's no dolphin diving, at least not that I've experienced yet. And you can sneak around a bit more. You can actually get away from people that are shooting at you and get cover. So you can be a bit more tactical in the way you approach the MCOM instead of just charging in, which is a really nice feature. And I think it's gonna, ooh, look at this guy. Just decides to lay down right in front of me and gets his dick slapped. So that is definitely going to be a change in the game and something that I'm really liking. Here's another example of what I meant by you can duck cover, which is really great because in Battlefield Bad Company 2 you really felt like you couldn't. And I don't know, the hit detection was a little weird there, but I took a hit and I can actually get down and get out of the way and kind of regroup. Which is pretty fucking great. But you know what, guys? That's right. I end up getting stabbed. And I have to say, I really like the knifing in this game. Although it's been kind of fucking broken, and there's been many times where I've run up behind guys and swiped at them twice, 3 times, cut their arm fucking wide open, and it just never works. So they better fucking fix it. You know, once again, I think they will. I think they'll fix it, but it is super rewarding when you knife somebody in the game, and that's the way it should be. I love the animations. I love how long it takes. And then when you get stabbed, it is really disappointing and really aggravating, and that's the way it should be. You know, remember knifing in Call of Duty, how fucking shit that was? I fucking hated it. I hated Commando. I hated knifing in Call of Duty. Bad Company 2 was a big improvement, and I didn't mind it so much. But there were some occasions where you could just charge up and knife someone. And I don't think that's going to happen in this game. I really don't. Sniping. I think that's improved as well. I like the feel of the guns. I like the sound of the bullets. I like the sway that you get. And it is more rewarding, just like knifing is more rewarding now. I feel like they've probably improved no-scoping. I don't know. I haven't really had too many occasions of it yet, and I hope that it won't really be apparent in the game. I thought Bad Company 2 had some really bad no-scoping problems, especially with the SV98. And this feels a bit more tactical and correct. You know, I love the micro destruction. I love seeing the bullet drop, which they've always done really well. And I don't know. So I'm looking forward to actually doing some sniping, which is not normally my game. I should also point out that when I said micro destruction, that reminded me the destruction is actually turned off for the most part, not completely, but for the most part, it's turned off in the beta. DICE stated. So, you know, because they were having problems before the beta with it. I'm really looking forward to that. That's something that's definitely missing in the beta. So something else we get to look forward to on the 25th. Now reviving, I think, has also been improved. There's some things that are fucked up with it. Like, it's kind of hard to revive somebody. I believe you can't be suppressed. If you're being suppressed, you can't revive somebody. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. And when you do, you have to crouch down and get to the side of them. It's the area in which you can actually revive them seems to be different. I like that you can choose to accept it or decline it. That is a really great feature. So hopefully it's going to, you know, get rid of a lot of the Rambo reviving crap that was happening in Bad Company 2, or, you know, gluttonous asshole medics that would just get points and not really do their job. So this seems like a good way to sort of correct all that shit. As far as spotting goes, I think it's improved and it kind of isn't improved all at the same time. Like, I like the fact that I can spot somebody like this, but then they can run for cover and they can get out of it. That's going to keep us from doing the shit like, you know, you get spotted running into a house and they know exactly where you are in the house. That's kind of unrealistic. It works more like you're calling out to your friends, hey, there's people over in this general area, but I no longer know where they're at. So that's an improvement. But I think the triangles are a bit small, kind of hard to see, and I think they're changing this stuff. Like, I thought the other night when I played, their name was coming up. So I'm sure they're working on some difference there. But right now it's a little subdued, so they might need to make it a little bit more powerful. But overall, I think it's a pretty good improvement. The rocket launchers, they're fun as shit. I don't really want to comment on the power of them yet. You know, I think me commenting on the weapons and stuff right now is just kind of pointless. I'm sure a lot of it's going to change, and you know, we don't have them all, and we're leveling up ultra quickly, so I'm not really going to talk about that shit. But I love the way it looks. Like, you know, I shoot down at this guy, you can actually see the rocket in midair, see it curve, and this guy shoots back at me. I mean, that's fucking great looking. The grenades, I love that the grenades feel heavy and not like a rubber ball bouncing off all over the place. Like this little clip here, just chuck it up and it falls straight down from the ceiling, right where I wanted it to. Boom. So I'm pretty happy about the grenades, actually. They're a little funky, but once again, I think this is shit we all need to get used to. There's a lot of this game we have to get used to. Ooh, look at that guy. Alright, so, you know, I gave the game a pretty bad rap there at the beginning, but quite honestly, they deserve it. I mean, it is a broken beta. It's impossible for me to play with my friends right now. Sometimes it's impossible for me to play at all if if the server will not let me in for 10 minutes at a time. That's pretty fucked up. The modeling, the falling to the ground, the sound disappearing for like 4 minutes on end, you know, it's like, where the hell is my game sound? But overall, I am really excited to get this game. I think it's going to be a very new first-person shooter experience. I feel like the firefights and the way that you play and the way that you get the MCOMs is going to be different from Bad Company 2. And we haven't seen any of the vehicles yet, which is like a huge part of this game. So there's a lot to look forward to, and I am actually really excited about it. But I don't know. Give me your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear from you guys. Once again, I want to thank my subscribers. I think I have about 850 now, so that's pretty cool. And let me know what your thoughts are in the game down in the comments. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Try to put out some more videos when I get some time, if my work schedule and life schedule will stop doing me in the butt. Thanks for watching, guys. I do really appreciate it. Have a good one.